Gentleman thinker, philosophical concepts explained in brief in a posh English accent. Continental versus analytic philosophy. In the early half of the last century, it was thought that there was a pretty clear divide in philosophy. Continental philosophy, so-called because a lot of it went on in Europe, was thought of as being slightly woollier and more romantic. It's where you find your Sartres and your Kierkegaards and your Hegels. It tends to be quite deep and slow-burning stuff. Analytic philosophy, on the other hand, which emerged as a powerful movement in its own right throughout the early 1900s, was supposed to be characterized by a rigorous, logical, clear, precise, efficient, regimented approach to what can be said. Its big champions were people like Bertrand Russell, G.E. Moore, and Gottlob Frege. Nowadays, the distinction is not so clear. The logical rigor of the analytic method is still what is taught in most universities, certainly in my own country, but the lines are blurring because you can take that method and apply it to all areas of philosophy. So it's not the case that you have to be continental about aesthetics and analytic about metaphysics. And a lot of the philosophers are arguably on the borderline. Kant was continental in the sense that he was literally located on the continent of Europe and is often credited as beginning what would become continental philosophy, but he has a very methodical approach. Similarly, Plato, who was an ancient philosopher and so is technically neither continental nor analytic, was capable of being thoroughly logical at some times and pretty woolly at others. Nowadays, it's not really a useful distinction to make anymore. Subscribe to Philosophy Tube for more from the Gentleman Thinker. Till then, cheerio, old chap!